What's up, guys? So this video is an experiment. I'm going to try something new for this channel. So I've had this channel for probably like 6 years now, and the way that I've been uploading has been specifically like once a week. I'm usually in the office of the house. Now, when I first started this channel, I didn't have a house with an office in it, but I'm usually in the office and I'm just sharing some tips on sales or things that I've learned to help get sales online. And I haven't shown too much of the other parts of my life. And I saw a video recently that somebody had put up. They had a channel for around the same amount of time, like 6 years, and something that they started doing is they just said, you know what, I'm just going to upload every day. I'm just going to upload every day, and the videos aren't going to be edited. I'm not going to have fancy titles or thumbnails for the videos. And they did that, and their channel like exploded, right? And so I'm going to do the same thing for the next 90 days and just upload a video every day for the next 90 days. And I'm going to see what happens. And so if you have a small channel and you want to see what happens when you upload every day, make sure that you follow along, because I'll be giving you updates on what's going on with my channel, especially after 90 days. That's enough time where if you're doing it every single day, you're going to know what happened for sure. It's not going to be a fluke, right? And so right now, this is not where I would usually film a video. I'm sitting in my car. I'm in the parking lot for school. Some of you may not know this, but like this is stuff that I haven't shared on the channel. I go to school full time. And something that I just wanted to talk about today is that's something that you don't hear too many people that are talking about business stuff online talking about. I'm going to school full time to become an accountant. Everybody else is talking about quitting your 9-to-5 job, right? Like, hey, start selling stuff online so that you can quit your 9-to-5 job. But the thing is, it's like when I was working at the VA hospital in LA as a janitor, quitting my 9-to-5 job sounded pretty freaking good. Like that, the job was not fun. Like, I don't care who you are, nobody is a janitor because they're just passionate about cleaning stuff up, right? Like if you're passionate about cleaning stuff up, you could just do that at home all day long, right? Nobody's like picking that as a career field because they're just passionate about cleaning. It's usually because they can't get a better job, and the pay kind of sucks, and they work overtime. And so in that situation, it's like, yeah, quitting my 9-to-5 job sounded pretty freaking good. And that's why I started online stuff in the first place. And eventually I did quit that job. But I want to share that, if you find something that you really love and that you're passionate about, like, why quit it? Like, I'm going to school for accounting because I realize that this is going to sound superficial, but I like money, and not just like my own money, right? But I like finance. And I didn't discover this. I wouldn't have discovered this if I didn't get involved in online business and business in general. It wasn't until like for me, I had quit that janitor job. I got into a sales role. I started making some money in sales. And the way that I really learned this is I was working in a sales job where the product that we were selling was like $8,000. But the money that I was making as a sales rep was like $1,800 per month is what I was making. And I was like, what is going on? Every time I would close a sale for $8,000, I would get $200. And I was like, I started diving into the numbers of the business because I was like, this doesn't seem fair, right? And I'm not talking bad about that other company. If anybody from that company is watching, like, that's not what this is about. But that's when I really started to dissect numbers and think like, okay, I figured out that the percentage of commission that we were getting was like 2.5% of whatever we had closed. And a lot of sales roles for online businesses are at 10 to 20%. for whatever sales are closed. And I realized like this isn't enough. And then I started looking at the economics of the business and like all the expenses that the business has to pay. And then that's what kind of sparked my interest in accounting. And I originally took an accounting class because I wanted to learn it for myself, for my own personal finances. And now here we are a couple years later. I've got my associate's degree. By the end of next year, by the end of 2026, because I don't know when you're watching this, I'll have my bachelor's degree in accounting. By the end of 2027, I'll have my CPA license, certified public accountant license, which is actually one of the hardest licenses to get. A lot of people say that it's harder than passing the bar. And it's funny because I love all this stuff. And I still have my online business, but I've transitioned it a little bit. So, because this is obviously taking up a lot of time, I go to school at Cal State Northridge, so Cal State University, Northridge, and it's about an hour drive from my house. And then I'm at school all day. I'm in the parking structure of school right now. You see all these cars whizzing by. And so now for my online business, I don't do as much coaching. I just transitioned it so that I'm not on coaching calls and sales calls all throughout the week, because like this is taking a priority. I'm gonna have like an internship and be working as an accountant and like pretty soon while going to school. But I still have my community. I still have this YouTube channel. I still am like sharing advice and tips for other people who may be a little bit behind, who are on the same journey, but are maybe a few steps behind, I should say. And I'm going to continue to do that. It's just that maybe the stuff that I offer, that people can purchase or invest in, aren't things that I'm fulfilling on myself because of just the time equation. But I share all that to say this: nobody else. People may be screaming at you to quit your online job and start your business, but like, that doesn't mean that that's the path for you. Just like how, you know, in high school, everybody was screaming at me to go to university. There's my timer. This timer means it's time to go to class. People were screaming at me to go to university and get a degree. And if I would have did what I'm doing right now, then I would have had no idea what I should get my degree in. And I probably would have ended up in some career field that I wasn't passionate about, that I didn't really like, just because it paid well. And now, because I went on the path that I did, I'm doing that, but I'm doing it in a career field that I actually really like, that conversely pays really well at the same time. And so no one knows the path that you should take better than you. Trust your gut and stick around if you want to see what happens when you upload an unedited raw video, just sharing some stuff every single day for 90 days. Stick around if you want to see what happens to your YouTube channel when you do that, because I will be sharing all the details after 90 days. I'll open up my analytics in YouTube, share my screen, and show you what was happening beforehand when I was uploading once every 2 weeks to doing it every single day. But anyways, hope you guys have an awesome day. I got to get to class. I'm already late. See you in the next one.